Excellencies, distinguished guests over there in Colombia, good morning to everyone and all the friends and colleagues over here in China. Good evening to all of you. And I am thankful to all of you to give me a chance to briefly explain whatever work we are doing on the biological control of insect pests at South China Agriculture University. So here is a brief rundown of my presentation. Firstly, I will give you a brief background about biological control and our research group over here. Then I will try to give you few glimpses of our research work, whatever we are doing over here. And then I will go through the international linkage which we have developed with the other universities across the globe. And then I will give you a brief explanation of the proposed collaboration which our South China Agriculture University has proposed with South America. So when you talk about the food, one of the main components of food are the agricultural food crops and the fruits. And these crops and fruits are mainly attacked by different sort of insects, pests, which cause more than 7 to 10% losses to these crops. And then what we do mainly to control these insect pests, that we apply the agrochemicals. And according to we spend more than 37 billion US dollars on the pesticides across the globe for pest management. Then this injudicious use of agrochemicals has been affecting the human health as well as the environment across the globe. So the scientific community is trying to go out with some alternatives to these chemical pesticides. And one of the alternatives to these chemical pesticides are the integrated pest management, which includes biological control of insect pests, which includes the use of different natural enemies and microbial insecticides for the control of insect pests and diseases. So if you go through the chapters of the history, you will find that China might be one of the few earliest countries on the globe which have been using biological control for insect pests. That scientists in 304 AD used the predatory insects to control different yellow beetle ants. And at South China Agriculture University, we have been working since 1950. We have a long history of work at biological control. And then whenever we discuss, we often say that we are a third generation of scientists which is working on biological control of insect pests. And after all this work for more than 60 or 70 years, we have developed different technologies, different techniques for the large scale production and application of different natural enemies. So currently, our research group consists of 54 members, including 2 professors, 6 associate professors, 1 lecturer, and then we have more than 40 postgraduate students working at our research group. And we are having different research platforms from national to provincial and to the city government level. And then here is our lab and a few pictures of our research stations at different areas of the campus. So the second part of my presentation is the key work which we are doing here. Basically, we are doing on the 2 or 3 aspects. The first aspect is the mass production and application of insect natural enemies, just like the predators and the parasitoids. So on the mass production and application of insect natural enemy, one thing that we are doing is that we are collecting and preserving the germplasm as well as the specimens of predatory insects across the globe. And now we have more than 3 million specimens of ladybird beetles, which have been collected from different parts of China and from the other countries neighboring China, including Thailand, Nepal, Pakistan, Vietnam, Laos, Japan, and so on. Then another work which we are doing over here is that we have developed mass production and field application technologies for the 46 different species of insect natural enemies against different insects, just like whiteflies, aphids, mealybugs, and mites. Then we are also working on the mechanisms and the interactions of these natural enemies with different insect pests, as well as the interaction with the host plants, the tritrophic interactions, etc. We are also working on the mechanism of action of these biocontrol agents. Then here is that in 2012, we applied 35 million adults of ladybird beetle to Payun Mountain, the one of the mountain in Guangzhou city, for the management of scale insects. Then we have also released the natural enemies to Changjiang city of Guangdong province for the management of scale insects. Then we are currently working with the citrus pest management in Jiangxi province, and here are the few glimpses of our work being carried out there. Then the next part of our work which we are doing is the development of insect pathogenic fungi as the microbial pesticide. So here also, one thing which we are doing is that we are collecting these fungi from the soil and from the insect specimens and from all the sources, and we have been isolating them. We are identifying them and developing a germplasm resource. Currently we have more than 2,500 isolates of 8 different species of entomopathogenic fungi. Then we are also using these fungi to control different insect pests, and now we have screened more than 500 strains of these fungi for the management of different insect pests. Then we are also working on the extractions of toxins which are being produced by these fungi, and we are also working on their mode of actions, how can they control different insect pests. Then 2 years ago, we have taken part in a provincial project through which we have sent more than 5 species of fungi to space, and these species, they stayed in the space environment for 3 days, and after 3 days they came back to the earth, and after coming back to the earth, their virulence has been increased by 30%. So we are also working on the effect of space environment on these fungi. Then we are using different nanomaterials to develop different formulations of microbial pesticide, and here is an example of fungi mixed with zero-valent iron nanoparticles, so that we can use them in the field, and they are environmentally resistant, and the spores can survive at high temperatures and at higher UVs. Here is another example of nanoparticles of fungi produced when they are mixed with the biochar for the management of whiteflies. Then another problem with these fungi is that sometimes the people say that they are not good enough alone. If we apply them in the environment, so they are not good enough. So we are trying to mix them with the other botanical insecticides, and then we are mixing them, and then we are trying to prepare some compatible formulations of these fungi. So here are the example that we have developed an insecticide by mixing entomopathogenic fungus and a botanical insecticide against the whiteflies. And we have also mixed the same botanical insecticide with another fungi, and we have tried to manage the fall armyworm with this formulation. And here are the, after all the research, here are the examples of few products which we have developed in our lab. Then another component of our research team is the development of light traps, that we are using the light traps for the management of different insect pests. And why we use these light traps? Because they are environmentally safe. We can use artificial intelligence, and if we use the proper light intensity, then we can make them more pest specific, and then once you install them, you can use them for a long period of time. It is not like that you apply the insecticide again and again. So they are more economic. And here are some glimpses of their application in the vegetable and other citrus as well as tea orchards in China. Then international linkages, that we have well developed linkages with the universities and institutes across the globe. And here is the one example of our linkage developed, that we have developed a China-Pakistan joint research center for the management of citrus pests in Pakistan. And this is one of, I can say, one of the first research base of South China Agriculture University out of China. And this institute was, research center was developed 3 years ago, and we have applied all the technologies developed over here for the integrated pest management of citrus in Pakistan. We are developing few technologies over there and then applying them to the field. Then here is a brief description of the Sino-Latin America Joint Research Institute, which has been proposed by South China Agriculture University. So what we are proposing is a 3-layer or 3-tier system, starting from the continent up to an institution level, that there we have proposed a joint research institute at the biological control for between China and South America, and then we are proposing the specific research center in every country. And then here is the proposed organizational structure of this institute. Then what we want to cooperate under this umbrella is the exploitation and utilization of germplasm resources for biological control agents, and then development of early pest warning and monitoring technologies in specific countries, then development of novel biocontrol technologies, and then integration of these developed technologies in China as well as in South America for demonstration and application in the field. And the main activities which we want to carry out are the exchange of students, then cooperative research, technology transfer and its promotion, as well as the personal training and advisory services. And here is the model of a brief model of the technologies which we have implemented in Pakistan. So we want to apply the same model to South America, and we are willing to transfer these technologies to your specific countries based upon your needs and requirements over there. Thank you so much for your listening.